Hi, welcome back to the day 4 of the Diamine Inkvent Calendar. So I'm going to open this number 4 window and show you what ink is inside. So I put the finger there, I push it, or I pull it, sorry, my English is not that great, and I try to grab the little bottle of 7 millimeters of, let me show you, Polar Glow. And Polar Glow is the ink that I think it's supposed to be blue with sheen. So I will now put these in a pen and then I'll show you the characteristics of the ink. See you soon. And I'm back. Here you can see the swatch of this ink. I would say it is quite beautiful. It is a light blue ink, and where the ink gets more accumulated, it becomes darker, of course. And also you can see in these margins some really nice pinkish sheen. So this is an ink with a lot of sheen. And to put this ink into a pen, what I chose today was this one. Okay, this color is not that close to the color of the ink, but I'm not trying to do an exact match. I'm just selecting some pens that I would like to put in the inks inside. So what I can show you now is the comparison with other colors. I have here two other swatches. This one is the Schiffer Script Turquoise, which you can see it is in the darker shading of the Schiffer Script turquoise is of the color of the lighter part of the Diamine Polar Glow, and you have here the Leonardo Officina Italiana Turquese Hawaii, and I would say this ink is more close to that one. It also has some sheen, you may see there, reddish sheen, but not as much as the Diamine Polar Glow. So, but I would say this ink is quite nice. Then, just to make an extra comparison, I'm just going to have the number 1 of the Inkvent Calendar, which is the blue peppermint, and compare it. There's nothing in common between both these two inks. Put that aside and let's see the chromatography I made. And through the chromatography, there are some conclusions that we may take. This is a spill of some other ink, sorry, after this was dried, but you can see that the ink was put along this line and it almost disappeared. There is still something about that there, but I would say it mostly disappeared, and then it all went up with the water, so no water resistance at all. And then here in the margin you have this strong blue color, so it is a quite plain blue color as a chromatography, no many other pigments, and it's not water resistant at all. Lots of red sheen, although if you like that kind of thing. Now we have seen the swatch, the color comparison, the chromatography, and let's see the paper. And now we have here the moleskin paper, and you may see that the color, the ink behaves quite nicely in this paper, and you may see some hint of red sheen. However, this is a Parker Centennial Duofold with a medium nib, so it's not the widest nib there is, and maybe you would see more sheen with wetter ink. But you can see some places in that Q, you see the downstroke, it has some reddish sheen. Then I have to compare it with the Oxford Optic paper, and here you may also see a little hint of sheen. So I think the sheen is quite nice feature, but you'll see it better in the swatch more than here, maybe if you use the broader nib. Then we have the Navigator with 80 grams per square meter, and here I can't really see the sheen. I see some shading, but I can't be sure if the shading is red or reddish. So I would say this ink is very well behaved. There it doesn't spread along the lines of the fibers of the paper. You don't have any bleed through, so I would say this is a very well behaved ink, and this could be an ink that you could use easily every day in a work situation because it's very well behaved, and you just have a little hint of sheen unless you do something like that. But if you don't, if you spill all the water over your documents, you may have that. But you can write, you don't have a lot of sheen, but you have a very beautiful blue color. And now, finally, we also have here the Rhodia dot pad, and it looks that almost there is a little sheen there, maybe here on the D of Duofold and on the K, but it's not that perceptible. And the drying time of this ink is quite fast, unlike the others that I've showed you, the other inks, so this is a good thing. And as you may see, the ink is not water resistant. You can't even see what's written. You have just a little ghosting of what was written there before, but it disappears. So this is a beautiful ink. It's very well behaved. You can get sheen if you use the proper nib or the proper conditions. I wouldn't find it in my regular use. It looks very nice. It looks great inside this. And now the usual questions, because this is like this is a special edition. Would you like to see this ink to go into the regular lineup, or is there any other ink that can replace this one? I was wrapping up the video and now I just remembered that something is missing, and it is this. The Quick Brown Fox jumps over the lazy dog. And here you have it. And so, I hope you liked the video. Please comment below what you think about this ink. If you think Diamine should put it into the regular lineup, or there is no need for that because there is some other similar ink around that can fill up the space of this one. If you liked the video, please don't forget to subscribe, and tomorrow we will open the ink number 5. So, see you tomorrow.